Okay, when you're ready, introduce yourself, introduce the run, give me a countdown, and let me know when you want to start.
Alright, excellent. Well, hello everybody. It's good to be back. Ran Shadowgate64 earlier this morning, filling in, and as mentioned before, I will be jumping back in tomorrow for some Tales of Vesperia, but we got something very different on the table now. We're going to be running some Elmo's Number Journey, so let's just go ahead and get right into it, shall we? We'll start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. So, yeah, this is Elmo's Number Journey, one of 2 Elmo games on the 64, released side by side. There's Number Journey and Letter Adventure. I do not run Letter Adventure. I can't, I don't know my letters yet. I'm pretty okay with numbers, though. Especially 1 through 9. This game's taught me a whole lot. So, first, we're going to go talk to Ernie here, and Ernie's going to ask us if we want to go to the carnival. Naturally, we're going to say yes. We love carnivals. But the joystick binding in this game is very messed up, so what I'm doing right now during this cutscene is I was actually holding LR and start to essentially make Elmo's movement speed be like 500 times faster than what it's supposed to be. It's so fast, in fact, that the camera can't even keep up with Elmo. So that's fun. We got a really bad seed. You gotta love marathon luck. So the numbers here, not only is the number that Ernie picked for us to have to look for here random, but where they appear is also kind of random. There's a couple of different like set seeds that the game can pick from. We got a pretty okay. Actually, it wasn't as terrible as I thought it was. So that's good. So now I'm resetting my joystick binding back to normal, and we're gonna do the bumper jars. And all we gotta do is just go pick out the number 3 everywhere. So as far as this game goes as a speed game, it's really short, even if you do it badly. Which I would argue I'm of an average skill level, maybe a little slightly higher than average. But a lot of getting a good time in this game is completely dependent upon which seed you get for the various, goals here in terms of finding numbers. And I got a little turned around here, and I missed the 3 somewhere. Oh, I went right past it. Cool. Alright, so that finishes Ernie's level, and there are 3 total levels. We have to talk to Ernie, Cookie Monster, and Count. Naturally, Count is in Number Journey. But then after every round, we get a bonus game.
Get a ball, go to the bucket, and press one of the option buttons.
And Elmo explains how to do it every single time. It's really obnoxious, but, all you have to do is throw 3 balls into this thing's mouth and then ring the bell, except for we're going to purposefully get it wrong because it's faster. In order to win the bonus round, which we do need to do, only have to win the 3rd round. So a part of getting a good time in this game really depends on the 3rd round of this bonus game for each level to give us a small number. So if we see like 8s and 9s, yeah, we're not looking too good. 6, not the greatest. In fact, pretty terrible. For some perspective, world record gets a 1 for the last 3 on every bonus round. It's pretty terrible. Because, I mean, you can see how long it takes Elmo to throw a ball here. Whereas if we got a 1, we just simply have to throw 1, and then, go ring the bell. So yeah, we'll ring the bell here, and that finishes level 1 effectively. Ernie tells us how proud of us he is, because we can count to 6. We know what 6 looks like. Now I do have some bad news. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be seeing every number in this run. So if you don't know your numbers, you're only gonna be learning about 3 of them. Pretty unfortunate. This is easy mode though, which means we only have to identify and count numbers. Don't have to do any math. That's a bit too much. So now we're gonna go to Cookie Land. And Cookie Land's pretty interesting. It's a little bit different than the other 2, than Ernie and Count's world. Cookie Land, you sort of have like some mini games. Where first one we're going to be going to Chocolate Mountain, Chocolate River, and then the second one we're going to Sugar Mountain.
To go to Cookie World with me, press one of these buttons.
Yeah, first we got Chocolate River. It looks kind of like that place in Conker's Bad Fur Days. So, little unsettling if you think about it too hard, but, it is what it is. We got 8. We got a pretty good seed as well. I like this seed. This is one of my favorite seeds. Well, it depends. If we get an 8 around this next corner, yeah, okay, yeah, this is an okay seed. So yeah, some seeds are terrible. You'll notice that like some numbers are kind of hidden behind things, and while you can technically take good paths, it's a little tricky to do so because you don't know exactly which seed you're gonna get at any given moment. Naturally.
Now, you ski.
Okay, we got a bad seed here. You can see our first 8 is to the right of that tree. And the good seed actually would make this an 8 and this an 8 where that 1 was. So we're in some pretty dire straits here. Oh yeah, this is like maybe the worst possible seed on Sugar Mountain. So you know you got some lovely marathon luck going on there. Ah. Oh, yeah, this is a terrible seed. The fact that the third one was that one there, like, I got stuck on some geometry that I didn't know existed for a moment. That's always fun. Game's programmed real well, I swear. Yeah, there's Cookie World, and we're already going to the last level after this. We gotta do the bonus round first. Let's see what kind of RNG we get. Elmo's gonna explain the rules again. Because, you know, it is what it is. To be fair, you can do the levels in any order, so I guess that's why they put it on each one. Either that or, you know, it's a game for, like, 3-year-olds. One of the two. Okay, we got a 5 again to start, so we're just gonna get it wrong 3 times in a row. You know, just as a reminder, we only need to correctly answer the third question. Okay, we got a 9, second one. That's actually pretty okay, because it means you can't get the same number twice in a row, so that means you can't get a 9 at the end. We can still get an 8, obviously, which is not good, but we got a 7, which is terrible. So we've gotten absolutely abysmal RNG this run with bonus rounds so far. For some perspective, my PB has like 2s and 1s on the last round. So, yeah. Abysmal RNG this run. Which, that's okay. I prepared for that with my estimate. Also, how's chat doing? I see 7th, Rex, a couple of the peeps. Nice to see you. Nice to see y'all. Thanks for the love and support, as always.
Yeah, 7th Armstrong put in the chat earlier when you had the 6 earlier. Now I said 6 is my favourite number, and that's actually true, by the way. 6 is my favourite number. And then 7th Armstrong said, hopefully we see a 7 in this run. And then obviously you had a 7 just now as the last one, and everyone was like, woo, 7, hooray! But you know what? On the subject of the number 7, £7 donation to charity? You never know.
If you want to go to my castle, press one of these.
Can we get a £7 donation to charity? That'll be a very nice donation, won't it? Oh, we need to get 9s now.
Got some really big numbers this run. It's intimidating.
Number 9.
Imagine if you were a child, it's like, oh gosh, big numbers.
Oh
Can only
no.
count to 5.
Alright, so we've unbinded the stick again, which is why Elmo is moving super fast. This particular level, though, counts garden here. It can get a little bit weird because the area is really large, and because we're moving so fast, the camera cannot keep up with me at all. So you'll notice sometimes I'll stop and I'll do this right here. It makes the camera zoom in a little faster so we can get a bit better of a visual. Obviously that's slower. You know, if you're trying to get the world record, you're going to want to not do that, but for the sake of not messing up and having to turn around and go backwards, we're just going to, you know, fidget the camera around a little bit and do what we got to do to get through this. Ah, see? I walked past that 9 because the camera had gotten stuck in the wall, which is definitely a thing that can happen. Now we're in the the actual last level of the run. Counts Castle. You gotta find all the 9s.
and
in the
pick up
castle.
all of
This
the
one's kind of interesting
numbers
because the final 9
9.
is always in the same location,
9.
which is weird. There's no other place like that in the whole game. Ooh, we got the corner 9. That's pretty rare. I very rarely see the one of the correct numbers be in that corner.
9.
So it's not a very common situation. Yeah, you'll notice it looks like I'm taking really bad paths.
9.
It's done intentionally to make sure I see all of the numbers. See, like there, I turned a specific way to see where that 9 was. Now, like I said, the last one's always in the same spot, so we'll just take a good old path to it. And we're already on to the final bonus round. So like I said, super short speed run. If you're looking for something short and simple to run, but with a lot of luck, definitely a game to check out. Elmo's letter adventure is very similar to that, except for I think it might be even a bit more RNG heavy.
You have the right number. If you want to take back a ball,
I picked this game up mostly just to look at a short, simple run for a little bit. It wasn't one I took too seriously at all, for obvious reasons. But I do like to take my joke games seriously as well and try to get at least decent times in them. So, no, I got myself into the top 10.
let's go into
You
the
know, you got to take your Elmo seriously.
7 ball.
Right, what number does everyone think will be the last number here now, eh? So put your guesses in the chat. What number you think will be the last one?
Ooh.
To the next
We got a
Oh, it's a 3.
We got a 3, the best RNG so far. And it really ain't that good, but we'll take it. So timing is when I ring this bell. And time. That is Elmo's number journey.
Knew I could count on
So
you.
yeah. Very simple game. Very quick, fun little speed run, honestly. We'll go ahead and let the credits start rolling. But
This is fun! Yay!
but yeah. It's always
That
fun.
was quite the number journey.
It was. We learned about a few different numbers there on that journey. But yeah. Thanks for having me. I'll be back to do Tales of Vesperia tomorrow, as was mentioned earlier. And I gotta say, getting Elmo and Tales of Vesperia into a run or into a marathon, that's like the duality of man or something. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for having me.
No worries, but don't forget anyone who will be watching the Tales of Vesperia run tomorrow. Just a reminder, of course, that there is an incentive on the donation page for the Barely There Black Bikini. It's currently raised £10 for EveryoneCan. But if you want to see that, then be sure to get those donations in, and be sure to get those donations in if you would like to see it, so that we can reach that donation goal and see the incentive being played out. So be sure to get those donations in. It all goes to a fantastic cause as well. Obviously, we do take a little cut from the donations, so the actual total that shows up on the website is how much we eventually will be donating to EveryoneCan. But we do take a little cut just to cover costs and stuff like that for InstaSpeedathon going forward as well, and to cover event costs for this event as well. So, again, if anyone wants to see that incentive, be sure to donate to that incentive, because it does go to a really good cause as well. There are other incentives as well, so our next run will be the Ratchet Gladiator, or Deadlocked if you're American. NG plus no load cancel run by the Sad Bean. Now there will be a fairly long intermission before that one, because we had a cancelled run which was supposed to happen next. What was supposed to happen next has been cancelled, and the Ratchet Deadlocked run is supposed to start, I think, at 7:30. Yep, so 7:30 is when that one is due to start, so that'll be about half an hour from now. So we will have a fairly long intermission before that run actually starts. But if anybody does want to watch the Ratchet Deadlocked run, there are 2 polls that you can donate to. So I think there's the HUD colour, and there's also the language for the game as well. So be sure to donate to those as well. In your donation, you can donate to an incentive and a poll if you want to as well. So you can donate to the Tales of Vesperia incentive, and also to one of the polls we have left for the marathon. So thank you again to Kefka, for the Elmo number journey run, and we'll see you again tomorrow with Tales of Vesperia, of course. Have you got anything else you'd like to say before we finish?
Not at all. Just make sure to donate. The black bikini is, definitely something you want to see. Wink, I guess. Pretty cool. So yeah, again, thanks for having me. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, it's definitely something you want to see, but there's a question of whether or not we'll actually see it if it's barely there, right?
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Anyway, thank you so much for the run, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Yep.